Alright guys, Crypto Kurt here with a follow-up video on my previous 10x flash crash. I think I was one of the first people to actually do a video about the flash crash. At the time though, I just wasn't aware it was in a market, affecting the entire market. I logged in, saw my PayX, or my 10x had been reduced by 36% and freaked out and did a video about it. And then right after that, within a few minutes, someone posted a comment on the site about NEO was RIP, so I went and looked at NEO. It was down 36%. And then lo and behold, the whole market was down 36%. And of course, what came on from that was a whole bunch of people the next day doing a video about the flash crash. And there was a whole lot of people, I think half of the YouTubers were trying to support people and say, hey, you know, now's the time to buy, now's the time to buy. The other half were kind of confused, not knowing what was happening. Everyone was so caught up in this China announcement, and that was the only news that was going across the videos. So the last thing that I wanted to do was come to a video about the Chinese announcement about their banning the ICOs. So this video is about what I did, and I took action. So we start here with CoinMarketCap, and I want to start here because I think some of you might get confused when you look at the numbers that I'm going to present in this video, because I'm using Australian numbers. And I'm also using Australian numbers that come from the index that I use, which is going to differ from the numbers that are displayed on CoinMarket. And I'll explain that to you as we go. So let's take an example here. So what you would do is you would come to CoinMarket.com and then change the dollar amount to AUDs. That's if you want to see what I see. So I have to spend Australian dollars to buy these things, so I want to see what they're worth coming back to me in Australian dollars, right? So let's choose one that was, I think, near and dear to everyone's heart, OMG Go. So at the moment, I'll just refresh this really quickly just to make sure we get the most recent. Okay, so it's showing 1330. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe someone else knows and you can tell me, but I think when you're on CoinMarketCap, what they're showing you there is the average sale amount based on the indexes that they're carrying it. That's my guess. Again, I haven't looked into that, but that's what I'm guessing. But I do my buying and selling here in Australia on CoinSpot, and I've done a couple of videos about this. Done a review video. I think it's a fantastic exchange. It's only gone down once, and that was only for a couple minutes in the last 3 months I've been playing with it. They're adding new coins all the time. The only drawback is when you buy on this platform, you end up paying a little bit of a premium. So let's show you how that works. So once again, they're showing OMG Go at $13.30. That's what it currently is sitting at. Now, granted, guys, you're going to have bid to buy and ask to sell, so you know that's going to vary a little bit. But if I come over here to my CoinSpot account, and let's go find OMG Go, and I'm going to just say I sell OMG Go, and we're going to see how much I'd actually get when I sell it. So you can see they're giving me, and I'm actually going to sell it for $14.24, which is almost a complete dollar more than what they're showing on CoinMarket. So this is $13.30, and I'm actually going to go sell it for $14.24. Okay, so those of you who are shrewd should be saying to yourself, oh my God, there's an arbitrage opportunity to move my tokens over to CoinSpot and go sell for extra. That would work, except that at the moment, CoinSpot only accepts inbound transfers of Bitcoin and Litecoin, I believe. Now, I have a feeling that if you brought Bitcoin over here and sold it, you probably wouldn't break even on your transfer fees, but it might actually play to work to do it with Litecoin. We'll look at that in a minute. So what did I do during this flash crash? I didn't do a video about how the Chinese had changed everything. You know what I did? I went in and I did some buying, and this is what I bought. So we'll just have a quick look at this. So here's the transaction date. So you can see on the 5th, I started at 3:10, 3:11, 3:13, 3:14, 3:17, and an hour later, another bam. I just wanted to bring these out as well. So here's what I did. They're all buys. These are the symbols. So Siacoin, EOS, OMG, Verge, Golem, IOTA, Pay, and Verge again. This is the amount of tokens that I purchased. That was the price that I paid per share at the time of purchasing it. This was the fee that I paid. That's really more for my own accounting. When you work with CoinSpot, like say you put in, you want to buy $50 worth, it pulls the fee out. So the total amount, so $50 inclusive of the fee. So my total investment over those couple days was $957. These are the current prices, and these are the current prices based on what I just showed you. So I went in physically to each coin, went to sell, and I've recorded what each is selling for. You can see these are percent decrease increases. It's a little bit of a misnomer, just the way the math works. So basically there's a 16% increase here, 7% here, 28% there, 95% there, 27, 24, and then this is my total dollar increase, okay? So now I could just remove this one. This was my first Verge purchase. This was on the 29th of the 8th. I did this specifically because I was doing my homework on the company and decided I wanted to have some of them in my portfolio. You can see that was purchased on the 29th of the 8th. You can see that at the moment I'm up $33 on a $36 investment. So that's 95%. I've almost doubled my money in 6 days on that one. So I'll tell you what, we're going to remove that because that was not part of the flash crash buy. Okay, so let's pull that out. That reduces my return a little bit, looking at a 15% total return at the moment. But let's just take a quick look at what has happened in the last few days. So my original article, my video was on the 4th, and even in the video I said I should stop making videos and go buy this stuff, so that's exactly what I did. I went down and I bought 108 shares. I put in $400, basically flat fee. That's what it bought me, and the current price is $3.93. You can see I've made 10% on my money in 2 days. Pretty amazing when you sit back and think about it. I know in crypto land this seems normal, but this is coming off the bottom of a flash crash, guys. So what happened was the flash crash happened on the 4th and then continued on the 5th. I was one of the first person that did a video on it, not because I'm a guru or a psychic, but because I live in Australia. So when most of you that live in the Americas were asleep, it's my daytime, so I was watching it in the afternoon. So as you guys are waking up, I'm winding down my day, and so I was able to see this flash crash before everyone else. And of course, then when I'm sleeping, everyone's freaking out and making all their videos, right? But again, I then sat back and said, all right, let's start looking for a bottom. And, you know, it's hard to find a bottom. And again, I'm not a guru, I'm not a psychic, but I was watching very closely, refreshing, wasting time as you do. And then it hit me right around 3 o'clock on the 5th that I was seeing pretty much a stop in the drop, right? It hadn't turned around yet, but it looked like there just wasn't, everything had kind of come to a grinding halt, and it was around the 36, 38% in a lot of these tokens, and that's when I decided to pull the trigger. So again, you can see 310, 311, 315. So I bought IOTA, I bought Golem, I bought Verge, I bought OMG. In hindsight, I wish I would have put all the money into OMG, but at the time, to be honest, guys, I thought that OMG and NEO were probably going to stay down for a few more days because they're kind of tied to the Chinese market. And I was actually hoping that I could wait until my next paycheck coming up this Friday to then go pick those up. But OMG turned right back around and has come back again 28% in the last 2 days. So that was a pretty amazing buying at 11 and it's currently at 14. So again, nice move there on my part. EOS. It's funny because I got in on the ICO. I can't remember what I paid. I think I paid half an ETH, and I got like 68 of those things. And then I sold them at $4.50 each. So whatever that is, you could do the math. I sold like 40 of them at $4.50. And now here I am turning right back around and putting some money back into it. At the time that happened, I didn't really know what EOS was. I didn't know what Steemit was. I didn't know who Dan Larimer was. So now I realize that this is a long-term play, and it could be very exciting. You know, again, could be the next Microsoft, 10 years from now. Who knows? And then Siacoin, again, a little bit of research there. That one I bought really from someone else's advice. So I haven't done a whole lot of homework, but I think it's a distributed network attempt, kind of like the Golem coin. So there you go, guys. So by not sitting here and whinging and watching videos, other people's videos, and worrying about everything you've lost and going and reading all the nasty news, and you're absolutely paralyzed with fear and, as they call it, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I think there's the exact opposite. Everyone uses the term FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. And this is why people buy at the highs. I've got another one for you. How about fear of losing your ass? Which is, I think, what everyone was going through and why the sell-off was happening. So that would be FYLA, right? FYLA, fear of FLYA, fear of losing your ass. That's another one we can add. So we have FOMO and FYLA and FUD. I think it's all kind of fun. But again, the reality is, guys, you're going to get wealthy with cryptos when you're willing and understanding the fact that you have to buy low and sell high. again, you don't see me buying Bitcoin here. You don't see me buying Ethereum. Even though they had massive pull-offs, I still think they're really high. I'd love to see Bitcoin come back to 2,500. I'd love to see Ethereum come back to 250 Australian. You know, that would be some exciting times for me, and I'd throw some money at these big coins. But right now, I took the advantage in this drawback to actually build out my portfolio of the smaller tokens. I believe in all of these companies. One or two of these is going to be a winner. And, you know, again, maybe this $1,000 investment is going to be $250,000 in 5 years. Who knows? But we shall see. So once again, guys, Crypto Kurt here. This is the first day of this is the first day of the rest of your life. It is time to take action. Where else in the world can you make 28% in 2 days? Where else in the world can you make 15% in 2 days? Where else in the world can you make 7% in 2 days? It's just unheard of. It's just a matter of taking advantage of these flash crashes, having some serious cojones to go put some cash in, and making the most of these opportunities. Once again, and lastly, guys, this is not investment advice. I am not an investment advisor. This should be construed as entertainment and educational purposes only, and I hope that this helps you understand when to take action and when to stop crying. All right, guys, Crypto Kurt out.